What's up guys, hope you're doing well. In today's video I'm going to show you how to seal a bath like a pro. Not an amateur. Like a pro. Hope you enjoy. I know what you're thinking, like, Stu, where the blooming heck have you been? We've missed you. Well, good news, I'm back. But I've not been doing videos because of the weather. It's horrific in the UK right now. I don't want to get all my camera equipment wrecked. So there you go, that's live. So obviously what we're going to do first is just give it a clean, the area which we're going to apply the sealant to. There we go. It's nice and bonny. I'll do up there as well where the tiles meet the ceiling. And just tidy that up as well. See, it's kind of great it's got in there, but this side is handy to seal that as well. Here's the silicone I'm going to be using. It's silver sil. It's just a general purpose, all round good silicone. It's LMN, which stands for low modulus neutral. It's just a mold resistant. And yeah, that's what we're going to use, folks. First we need to cut this off. We're going to do it with these, and these are called gasket shears. They're a really handy tool, these, with a replaceable blade which you can put in there. Replaceable standard blade when they get blunt. So we're just going to get the edge and cut the tip off. We're not going to cut too much off because that's the thread of where the nozzle goes on. And this is what you call a silicone nozzle. So that screws on there just like that. Nice and tight, nice and bonny. Now what I do is then I push the silicone up into the tip, just till it comes out to the end there, so we know that's full. And that's when I cut my nozzle. And we're looking at a 45-degree angle. Now we're going to have to measure it roughly by eye. That's how I do it now, because when you've done it so many times, you know how much you need to cut it. But we're just going to try test. So that's about 45-degree angle. You just cut it like that, and there we have it. Now you see, the reason why I do push some silicone in is because it just cuts a little bit better. Whereas if you had nothing inside, it would squeeze together more with these gasket shears. So there we have it. And now we're ready to seal up. We have to get this side, this edge of the nozzle, kind of scraping the silicone, if you know what I mean. I'll show you now. So we don't want the angle too less like that. We want it more upright so that this trailing edge shapes the silicone. Keeping the pressure on, pressure on. A person who's good at this doesn't need to touch the silicone once they've gone over it. You'll see people like this all the time, and okay, I've done it a few times, but the mark of a good sealer is just leaving it, never going over it. Can you see there, it doesn't really need going over. Apart from when we join in two ends together. You can just keep a piece of tissue as well, just to keep cleaning the edge off your nozzle like that. So we're going to come from this angle now and push onto that joint. Again, keeping that angle of attack, and then as soon as it starts coming out, drag it, keeping the pressure, and then you just let go. And that's what we're going to join that. Just like that. Okay, there's a little bit there. Just scrape that off and clean that up with a bit of spit or whatever. This is going to be a tricky bit, so you're going to have to try and make it best you can here. This is where all the rules kind of go out the window. You just got to do the best you can. Keeping that angle and that pressure. Get as far in this way like that. And then we'll have to go under like this. We're just going to have to kind of manufacture this bit here. can't get in there with the nozzle. So this is where a bit of experience just comes in, you know, folks. Just
so I'll take my chances tonight. I gotta choose fight instead of flight. It's really amazing.
Thinking okay?
How you got me treading on you now. Many beautiful faces, but they're not glowing. I just don't know how. You're a chemical in my heart, like a chemical of black art.
And then join a bit in there with our finger. And smudge the edge off there. Again, just join this behind the tap as best you can. And that's looking pretty good, folks. You can see, just got to keep that angle of attack and keep the pressure on. And you don't need to go over it with your finger. Now behind there, I've just done as best as we can. Clean that off again when it's a bit drier. But we've got that sealed up nice and bonny. You got a piece like that, just give it a rub like that. So that's that side sealed. Now onto this side. So it gets plenty pushed in there because it's a bit of a bigger gap. I'm going to drag it. Keep the pressure on, keep pumping it in there, nice and gentle, consistent pressure. And let go. And then just join them two pieces together again. A bit more in the corner. Just push that in there. And that's that side done. Again, without no tape, masking tape, and without going over it with your finger. And with them edges, just push them down like that. Well, there you have it, folks. That is how you seal a bath like a pro. What do you think? My main note is just get stuck in and practice before you do it. Just get two pieces of wood, stick them together, create the 90 degree angle you need, and just practice. Just keep practice, and then you'll get a feel for how much consistent pressure you need, as well as what angle you need to tilt the gun as you're going along. And you'll just find it. You'll just get it. So don't pay somebody else like me to do it. Watch a video like this, learn yourself, and get stuck in and enjoy sealing.